Okay, everybody, I want to do a quick lesson here on how to play basic waltz rhythm using your two-finger index and thumb. This was prompted by David Long, who asked, are there other rhythmic possibilities for two-finger picking other than that straight bum ditty pattern? So by the straight bum ditty pattern, what David means is in the video where I showed y'all how to do the basic thumb lead two-finger picking style, I showed you how to if you know how to play overhand or claw hammer style, I showed you how to transition from that standard, the bum ditty, to two-finger picking, thumb lead. So that's the same bum ditty pattern that David's talking about. So the other rhythmic possibility that I could think of right now off the top of my head and show y'all would be a waltz rhythm. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, waltz is like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. An example of a really cool one that I can show you that you could, I do it kind of fancy, but you could do it different but easier, is like Rye Whiskey. When I first time I ever heard anybody play Rye Whiskey, it was a violin player in North Carolina or Virginia or something, and he was playing it in a waltz pattern, a waltz timing, and I'd never played a banjo in a waltz before, so I had to figure out how to do it with my two fingers. Rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. And there's a couple ways to do it. You can do like a strum, like on how you would play a waltz, like with a flat pick guitar. So when you do waltz and two finger, consequently you can't always lead off with the thumb. You're gonna do a lot of index lead with your waltz picking, and you're gonna use your thumb maybe less frequently on the fifth string. And then there's opportunities to work in the drop thumbs, Whoops, I messed that up. So that was all like a 3-count waltz rhythm, but it's basically you just have to work up your way to do it, and don't be afraid to get real chucky with with that, Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry if I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. I'll drink when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. If a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. So you can do it real simple like that. Like that's a simple, just picking and brushing, basically like the same you would do on a guitar. Like if you really want to play waltz, you can do it all with just like your thumb. Just like you would on a guitar, and then eventually you can work up to more fancy picking stuff, answer is yes, there are other rhythmic possibilities, and that's just one of them. There's probably other, like you can do bluesy stuff with that 2-finger picking pattern. I might be able to show y'all more bluesy stuff that's maybe not necessarily a thumb lead bum ditty, like some of the stuff I do when I play shortening bread and G tuning with the 2-finger picking. That's not quite a standard bum ditty. That's a lot of real syncopated, different, interrupted backbeat kind of rhythm on that I don't think is a standard bum ditty. The way that I would play Wild Bill Jones, the way I learned it from George Gibson many years ago out of GDGCD, 2-finger thumb lead style. A lot of that rhythm gets wacky and sounds more African to me, more like backbeat and interrupted, like syncopated sounds that are not just a standard 4-count bum ditty stroke. Yeah, if you guys are interested in learning some more waltz tunes and songs, holler at me. I know a bunch. I can show you. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of waltz banjo playing, mostly just like backing up. And when you play in these old-timey bands for a while, well, the people want to play waltzes and stuff, and most banjo players can't do it. So I always tried to stand out in that regard as an old-timey banjo player who could play waltzes, pretty frequently. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to spend on that. If you want to hear more about waltzes, put it in the comments or respond to David's question there. Whatever, holler at me, let me know. We'll do more waltz videos if there's interest in that kind of thing. Thanks for watching.